I was able to get the heart. So we're going to have some chocolate Now I'm going to show you how to have fun with a tennis racket and some of this crepe paper. You just whack the damn thing. See, when you hear the beer bottle hit the other beer bottle. You ain't talking to a little pussy, you know. You reach down in my pants, you come out with a banana. I got a wieners when Take a picture! What the hell are you waiting for? You think it's gonna get funnier than this? Alright, why did you laugh? Because a wiener don't belong in a banana. And a banana don't belong in my pants. Unless there's rules to society that I can break, I can't be outrageous. Comedians need stereotypes. That's right. I need to go over the line. We're going to go over the line here tonight. Yeah. With more than that, like I said, you need stereotypes. People are afraid of them because they're politically correct. If I say a Jew and an Indian go in a bar, I need you to think the same thing I do. What the hell are them two doing together? One of them can't handle alcohol, the other one won't handle the bill. But we don't know what I mean by Indian. Do I mean that woo-woo Morongo Indian? Or do I mean that son of a bitch you get when you call for technical help? Now, do you feel that laughter? That comes from anxiety and hatred. That's what we're going to mine here tonight. We're going to find out what we all hate. And then we'll laugh at that. What are you doing? Taking orders for food over there? Drinks. I think we just have beer. All right, before I'm going to tell 10 from these 10 jokes, I'll find out your sense of humor. Ain't no sense me doing a show for a crowd that ain't here. So I need to know. So if you don't laugh, it don't hurt me a bit. I just found an area that you don't care to find humorous, you see. So, what? Ask her what? I'm working to everyone. Many people haven't ever been in a crowd before. I was able to talk to him. He's critically old. He stays in one of these urgent care places here. What did I see here that they had? Don't they have these places where you live until you die?
Yeah.
Oh, assisted, yeah. Well, they were walking out in front of the cars in front of the assisted living, so I don't know how long they're going to last. They just stepped right out. All right, I'm going to tell these 10 jokes now. Let me tell you how to tell jokes because we've got some ignorant men in here tonight. And they don't know how to build. You don't tell your dirty joke first. You don't run up to people and say, how do you make pickle bread dildo? You ain't going to win that way. You work your way up. Start polite. Where can you find a turtle with no legs right where you left them? And then you tell the kids, pick up your toys. You see? That's how they're going to learn. All right, why don't they have a Facebook in China? Because it'd just be one picture. I'll tell you right now, many nights that joke don't get no laugh at all. Alabama. If you tell that fucking joke in Alabama, they don't get it to begin with. They don't get it. Other places are pissed, like in Boston. They'd be upset. They want to stand up for their Chinese friends. I don't know. All right, joke number 3. Why don't they have any Walmarts in Iraq? Because they're all targets. Why don't lesbians lose weight? Because you can't put Jenny Craig in your mouth with Mary Kay on your face. I don't even tell that joke in Boston. What does Siegfried have in common with the tiger? They both know what Roy tastes like. Oh, Betty Jew. I'm going to tell you 6 new titles for the Bruce Jenner show. Father knows breast. I love loosely. How I became your mother. Clean it for Beaver. Talcum in the middle. And the Dick Van Dyke Show. I don't think I went over the line for this crowd yet. You know, they talk a lot about homosexual rights and they talk a lot about legalizing marijuana. Why is this happening at the same time? Well, it's the Bible. In the Bible, you'll find both of those topics in a single verse. It says, when a man lays with another man, he should be stoned.
How we doing over here, guys?
You're probably wondering, how do you get a gay guy to have sex with a woman? You just shit in her vagina. All right, that's over the line. That's over the line.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's over the line. I know. I thought it would be over the line. I didn't write. I just collect these jokes. Now you're going to get a diploma for tonight's show because it's real smart. I'm going to explain to you why you're an alcoholic. It's because you thought that love was possible. I don't know why you thought this after you saw your parents. Didn't work for them. Why the fuck are you trying? I'm going to talk about God, and I'm going to tell you that God doesn't love you. This It's going to be news to some people. I've had 5 heart attacks, so I've had 5. Are you the chick that's throwing the beer in the trash room? Yeah, somebody else over there. Ain't you? Bet it is. Yes, sir. Nobody knows how to behave anymore. That's why I'd love to retire. I have to tell people, I mean, really. In fact, even the president, this guy, what an idiot. Here, I'll do my Trump. He doesn't even know he's so fucking stupid. He said the other day when Melania did the decorations for this Jewish thing they had, it was a Hanukkah thing. So he said, I want to thank Melania for doing the Christmas decorations. That's funny. The other day he said he loves Mexicans no matter what country they come from. He doesn't even... He doesn't even know how stupid he's been. But stupid has become... Is she laughing at a real earlier joke? You have to stay up with everybody. How can you tell if a lesbian built your house? There's no studs, just a lot of tongue and groove. All right, we're going to talk about God. We're going to talk about love. We're also going to talk about what's screwing up this world. And I'll tell you what it is right now. It's spoon forks. Every time you try to do 2 things at once, you don't do a good job of either. When you're trying to be a spoon and a fork, you've seen them, they won't stab meat, you can't ladle soup. That's what you end up, and I know you know about it because you're driving one, the parking lot is full of them. They're trying to be a truck, but it's really a car because you got a back seat. And now you can't carry plywood because you don't have a 4x8 bed in the back. Let me tell you right now, if you can't carry a 4x8 sheet of plywood, you do not have a truck. You have a bastardized piece of shit. When I see Cadillac trying to make a truck, that's the worst car company ever. They should just stick to what they always did so good, make cars for old people to die in. That's why they're upholstered like a coffin. But the question before the house here tonight of the smart people in town is why in the hell are coffins upholstered? Is the customer going to complain? No. One day the flying saucers will land and their archaeologists will get out and they'll dig through our cemeteries to see what we was like, and they'll find them damn coffins with all that ticking and cushions and pillows in there. And they're going to think that we buried people alive. And wanted them comfortable until they suffocated. If you look at the evidence, and then they'll dig through our garbage and they'll find them damn spoon forks. And they'll find that little 3-legged table that keeps a pizza box off of the cheese. And they'll find the little hangers you get with new socks. Then you never hang your socks up again. You can see it from outer space. Our roads run east and west, and we know the sun comes up in one and goes down in the other. But we wanted the most number of people to be able to be killed with a good reason why. The sun was in my eyes. You can see that from outer space. You can see that we put our houses as close as we can to the water in case the weather changes. We want some of the houses floating away. They run out there with a TV camera like it's news. But the people from the house tell them it's the same as happened last year. But we were lucky enough to get a low-cost loan to put the house back where it don't belong. Because in America, if it's stupid, we got a government program to make sure it goes on forever. We put a satellite telescope in orbit out of focus. Looking for intelligent life. That's why it's not pointed down. But I'll tell you right now, there was no woman at that meeting. Otherwise, the bitch would have said, did you look through the fucking telescope before you put it in the bucket? The women were glad to get the men out of the house. So they didn't care. They just wanted the men out of the house. Peace and quiet if they can. You got rules at the house. You're not allowed to come through the front door because you'll be traipsing across her rug. Can't go traipsing across. I feel sorry for Mexicans have to learn English. We got some words that are just used in one sentence like traipsing. And rooting through the drawers. You can't go rooting through the drawers. You men know that. She'll ask you, what are you looking for? I'm looking for, it ain't in there. How do you know? You said mine. None of your shit's in here. Your shit's in the garage. But you go out in the garage and visit your shit. Men crammed the garage full of stuff that they were told to go throw away. But on the way to the trash, they realized it was just broke in one place. And if the new one breaks in a different place, he's got parts. Because men are cheap, they don't want to spend. Let me tell you about men. Men are cheap, they're lazy, they're hungry, they're horny. That's it. Don't take a whole hand. In fact, you can combine hungry and horny because they'll eat anything. This begins to tell you why the sexes don't fit together. It's because women don't want nothing that's been repaired.
Strangers, how are you?
Your men are lucky that they're letting you have sex with them with something that's obviously been worked on. It gets a bigger laugh in a Jewish area. We're only going to tell the truth here tonight because the truth is funny enough in America. Don't need to make nothing up. It's never been crazier than it is right now. You don't fry bacon naked is what I'm saying. Common damn sense doesn't exist in America. We're concerned about drunk driving, yet all the bars are on the side of the road. Big surprise. What we need to do, let them park on the side of the road and put the bar back in the woods. Back here where Hansel and Gretel shoved the old witch in the oven. Then you put a lake around the bar with a balance beam. You got to walk on the balance beam. Then the whole time you're drinking, you're thinking, damn, I got to go back on that beam. Because you'll have one for the road, you won't have one for the lake. Now I do a lot of driving. I drive all around America. And I compare, shut up. Somebody stick a dick in her mouth.
Give her the banana.
I drive all, shut up, I'm telling really funny shit. I drive all around America and I compare, because it's right there on the side. It'll say how much it'll cost if you hit a road worker. I'm amazed they have an amount that they'll put up there. If you've driven around America, you know it's never an even number. Never $1,200, it's $11.91. It's always a blue light special and killing the road workers. Now I got real quiet in here because you think this is over the line, this ain't politically correct. We shouldn't be talking about killing road workers, but you gotta have common sense. If you was working on the road, would you wear the same color as the cones? That joke don't get a laugh in Mississippi. Are you leaving?
Sit right there.
Why are you wearing a jacket with a hood and shorts?
Desert, man, it's desert.
That's right, everything I say I can prove. We're going to talk about everything here tonight. We're going to talk about God because I had 5 heart attacks. Because God thought it was a good idea to put my heart next to my stomach so I couldn't tell if I was about to die or needed to fart. I think if I had died and I met God, he'd probably say, you thought you had to fart, didn't you? This tells me that God has a terrible sense of humor. Terrible sense of humor. Look at your nose. Explosive, upside down over your mouth. I know it. I didn't make it up. God did. He could have put your nose down where your belly button is. That way when you sneeze, your zipper would whistle, but it'd keep a cold in your pants. God hardly ever thinks about us and helping us. God gave men nipples and no tits. What a spoon for? Wouldn't pass plumbing inspection, would it? Got no service to these faucets. I'm just telling you, there's people in here tonight that revere God and think that God's on their side, but there's plenty of evidence to show that God is a stinker. Because he likes stinks. He made your underarms smell different than your poop. Now, if you already made poop and underarms, you'd think that he'd do a better job on the crotch. But like I said, God loves a good stink. Anytime there's some hair and a little crease, he's going to put a stink with it. Now this here is the God, this is the God of pretty flowers and perfumes and lilacs and lavender. You'd think he'd put that in there and make up for the shit and the under. Then your woman have to come in the morning, let me have a little of that and put it in her hair. There'd be a reason then to think, oh, thank you, God, for giving her a reason to get my pants. But you can't find any favor that God ever did you. He put cracks in between your teeth. Is that a favor? Because they just don't pay attention. I'm here tonight to slap you in the head and show you all this shit. Make you smart. Make you quit doing dumb stuff. That's right. They're going to kiss about it. I'm not picking sides politically. I never voted. I think it wastes a day off from work. What I do, I find somebody going to vote the opposite of me and we both go fishing. Ain't no sense ruining a good day off. But if I said that on TV, everybody'd be upset because I said something against.
Will you open this for me?
In fact, the first time I was on the Tonight Show, they got upset, and I was just trying to help. I said, why don't we give the houses up at the airport to deaf people? And they got a phone call. Somehow the deaf people heard about it. Somebody told them. They said, Gallagher, you can't be on TV no more. You're not sensitive to the needs of the handicapped. I said, I am too. That's why I use their parking spaces. I can sense they don't need that many. If you've ever seen, they never fill up. We give everyone 2. Usually they'll take 2, maybe even 3. We give 8, 10, 12, all the really close ones. I don't know why it ain't like they gotta walk. You're backing off again. You're backing off. Because you haven't thought this out. You just want to be nice to them. But is it really helping a handicapped person that they come down that ramp, see? They're going to build up some speed. Well, if you give them the close parking space, they got to make a hairpin turn. They can't do that. They can't do that. Nobody's thinking. But here tonight, I'm going to slap you in the brain. You're going to start to think. It's going to be a smart show. That's right. In America of doing really stupid shit to our kids. Now it starts with Halloween, where we take the kids that we've been teaching not to take no candy from strangers. And we send them out in the neighborhood. The perverts love it. It's like home delivery. Now, many people don't think they got perverts in their neighborhood. There's an app for that. You'll find out because they got rights not to be perverts, so they don't want to tell everybody they're perverts. But you got, or you just ask your kids where the good candy is. Either way. We're laughing at it. Ha, ha, ha. Now, if your kid don't come home from Halloween, what good is it if you got a school picture because you sent them out in costume? You just lost another Power Ranger. That was all. You lost 35 of them. Now, we just got done with Christmas. I'm sure somebody's house burned down. Because we think it's a good idea to take an evergreen tree and put it over by the drapes. Lace it with cheap wiring and then put tissue in boxes loosely. I was a Boy Scout. Here's how you make a fire. This is how you make a fire. This is how you make a fire. Here we come up into Easter when we give the eggs to the animal that hops. This is why we hard boil them and put them in a basket of grass. Because nothing makes a bit of damn sense in America. Chinese can hack into. You remember Obama, he said his White House was going to be the most transparent ever, and it was. To the Russians and the Chinese.
How can you never talk about the Irish?
I don't have any good fucking jokes about it. And you know that.
No, maybe because you like them too much. Boy, you get it ready.
If I could think of a joke about an Irish person, I would use the joke. Oh, you have something to say? I think somebody in a bar wants to call somebody else a drunk. Now I'm going to tell you who the enemy is. It's the French. Now the French have a different way of talking, and if you've ever found yourself saying a French word, you feel gay. Give you an example, let's say resume. Don't that seem gay? I'm going to turn in my resume. Where it'd be more manly to just turn in a list of the shit you did. Or fiancé. Now let me tell you about that word. There ain't no other word where you go on. Sometimes that's all the French do. They just go on. That's because they have a big nose and they like to hunk it. But it ain't American, it ain't Anglo-Saxon, it ain't the way we talk. We talk with a K at the end of a word, a T at the end of the word, and you know that damn word's over. Not like these French words that have so many vowels trailing off at the end and then you don't even pronounce them. Or some word ends in B-E-A-U-X and you just ignore the whole thing. This is why our kids make low grades in spelling. It ain't because of American words, it's because of these fucking French words that you can't figure out how to spell. You really think you're going to commend your kid the day they come home and say, there's an L in salmon, and I know that now. I want to know what the fuck is an L doing in salmon. Or palm, there's a lot of that going on in this town. Palm this and palm that. What the hell's an L doing in palm? Don't make a damn bit of sense. Like liquor, where the fuck is the K in liquor? I gotta put up with this Q, this O with its dick hanging out. The Q is so insecure it never shows up by itself. You, that's right. You can go up and down the boulevard and the avenue and you'll see all the French words. The cafe, the buffet, the cabaret, Home Depot. Home Depot's got a T in it, you don't even pronounce it. There's 2,000 Home Depots in America. Each one of them has a 10-foot plastic T you don't pronounce. And we're trying to decide if we can have a plastic straw for all day. 2,000 10-foot T's you don't even pronounce. We got military people here tonight. Yeah. Without a fucking R, though. Can you spell lieutenant? Hell no, you can't spell lieutenant. Lieutenant means in lieu of me, I'm sending somebody else. It's a food for. You're sending your envoy, your aide de camp, your charge d'affaires. All you military people should be embarrassed, all the French shit you gotta put up with. You wake every morning to reveille and put on your fatigues. Your camouflage fatigues. And you go on maneuver, looking for saboteurs. You're on reconnaissance. This is what the hell's the matter with the military. It's French and it's gay. You'll see, you'll go about your life and you'll say, damn it, Gallagher is right. Every time you want to act uppity and educated and fancy, you abandon the English and you turn in this French person. You didn't go to the store, you went to the boutique. You didn't read a report, you read an expose. You don't have skill, you have expertise. That ain't crap on the floor, that's debris. Don't debris sound like something you can leave till tomorrow? Shit you gotta clean up now. You'll see, you'll go back to life, you'll say, Gallagher's right. Everything that we want is a French word, prestige. Don't you want prestige? Don't you want respect as a gourmet, as a connoisseur? Don't you want a concierge? Don't you want a limo driver? What do they call it? Chauffeur! Everybody, I'm telling you, it's always valet, maitre everywhere you look. Where's the Spanish? Hardly. Mi casa es su casa. That's it. That's why I feel sorry for the Mexicans can't learn English because it's French. Can't get more French than the kitchen, I'll tell you. They got entree in there, soup de jour. You haven't lived it, you heard a Mexican say soup de jour. But that ain't the end of it. That ain't the whole reason English is so difficult, is we never say what we're saying. We want to say something else. We don't want to say we're busy. We want to say, I got too much on my plate. We want to say shit like, it is what it is. Don't that sound smart? But you don't learn nothing, do you? It is what it is. And we got gun problems in America. We want to stick to our guns. And we don't want a man with a hair trigger. We want a straight shooter. That's how we talk. We talk Western. Everybody does, even on the East Coast, those people there. We didn't get out of the woods yet. Well, you ain't in the fucking woods. But that's how Americans talk. They want to talk. You run around like a chicken with a head. You've never seen a chicken running around with it. But we love to talk bloody. They stabbed me in the back. I was watching one of them beauty contests, and the woman was all dressed up in her evening gown, and she said, I got a gut feeling. That's not something to say. But that's how Americans talk. I shot myself in the foot. That's how we talk. We talk bloody, we talk cowboy. It didn't pan out. You say pants, the Mexicans, they'll go get you one. I feel sorry for them, really, the way we talk. Is that now we're going to put everything on the back burner for a while. So there goes the stove. We want to hit the ground running. We're going to put our best foot forward. What the fuck are you talking about? If you tell Mexicans you're going to pay them under the table, they'll be under there. On Friday, wait for the check. Are there any questions yet? No. All right. Let's run back over the topics of the show. We learned that men and women can't live together because men are made out of dirt. Women want to talk and men don't listen. If you thought nipples were unnecessary, look at your man's ears. He may be facing you, but that son of a bitch is fishing in Alaska. Women want to talk, men don't listen. Women want feelings, men don't. We're made out of dirt. We don't know what a feeling feels like. But women couldn't stand being made out of dirt. They told God, you have to make me out of something else. God reached down and he took a rib, took the good rib, took the one that used to go across here and held your belly up. Took the beer bowl. So when you women see a man when he's got hanging out, shut up. He did that for you. I'm explaining life to you tonight. What? You're getting a Gallagher shot? I guess it's going to have watermelon in it. Now let me explain something. I'm not saying that I'm smart right off the bat because I did my acting wrong for about 20, 25 years. You don't hit a whole melon. If you hit a piece of a melon like I got up there, it goes much further. People ask me, Gallagher, how do you make an explosive pie? And I've made a study. Hey, just relax. The hammer's over there. We're just going to make the pies right now. You have premature plastic. Don't wear your rubber to ring the doorbell. A bomb has two parts. It has the explosive dynamite, and then it has the shrapnel. This is what you need in your pie. You need to have something explosive in the middle. I'm telling you how to do this. I've had 5 heart attacks. I'm trying to help you so you understand how to make an explosive pie. If you put your corn in the middle and your cream corn around the outside, it's not going to go. You want to put your cream corn in there. I'm only saying, just an example. I don't have any cream corn because there isn't any cream in corn. It's just another lie. Did you know Barry White was black? Did you know that? So I'm going to show you how to make some explosive pies here tonight. Now the theme for our show tonight is America. We're going to make pies and celebrate all the different nationalities. All the nationalities. Shut up. We're going to make something for everybody. I know we've got Italians here, so I've got SpaghettiOs. Now, SpaghettiOs is a perfect pie because the tomato sauce explodes and the little flying saucers go. They fly out. Because we might have some homosexuals that have fruit cocktails. And that's got the rules for being gay right on the can. You wonder where to stick your cock, it goes in the tail. In heavy syrup. Hey, it's your country. I'm just telling you what I think. Now, we can make a pie. We've got a pan here. Now, this pan is a little more stronger than the average pan. They bring these out around the holidays. Normally, they're going to have a real stupid little flimsy pan. But this son of a bitch pops, I'll tell you. I've got some left over from Christmas. The hammer comes down, it builds up pressure, and then blows. Now that also works if you're going to hit something like a tofu. The pressure builds up and then it finally lets somebody go lose an ear is what I'm telling you. It says extra firm. We'll see about that.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not smacking for a half an hour, so calm down. You look like a plastic Ku Klux Klan. Trying to get some black people in here. Now, because we've got Mexicans, we've got Nopalitos at the grocery store. Now, there's no Mexicans in here now. Later for the cleanup, yeah. Now, for all of you that think that everybody's the same, did you ever look at a cactus and go, I'm going to eat that? Now, what this is, it's packed in what appears to be iguana snot. Now, when I smack that, I smack it lightly. And it opens up a tunnel in time. We could lose some people.
I signed the waiver right in my fucking eye. Greg! Greg! Right in the fucking eye! First line! That's you!
Tell her that one. Oh my God.
All right, tell them about it. Say, I hate melon, then I'll put the melon down, then you smack it. It's going to be great.
I'm sure I hate it as much as Gallagher.
Wait a minute. You got to come straight back.
Just like this. Great.
All right.
You got 5 high shots, damn it!
I hate the melon.
We want Gallagher!
All right, who hates pumpkin? Who hates pumpkin?
Get up there, man.
This guy hates money. He's gonna float away in that jacket.
Hammer in position. Hammer, straight back. No, you can't chop wood. Straight. Straight back. Straight. People wonder what happens when Jerry's kids grow up.
Ah, you got you! A bird! Sick bird!
Okay. This is over your shoulder. This is straight down.
Tell him!
Straight down. Straight down.
I'm gay.
No, you can't hit with the side.
There you go!
All right, tell them how much you hate pumpkin. Pumpkin stole my daddy.
Holy shit.
Got it! What do you hate more, Gallagher or that melon? You missed!
Can she take it in the face or not? All right, who hates watermelon? We got some more watermelon.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Get up there.
All right, we got fruit cocktail and watermelon. Who's coming out?
Get up there. Get up there.
Do it!
F equals MA. So if you use a smaller one and it goes faster, you still can have it.
Oh my God.
Force times acceleration. All right.
Get it! Yeah!
High five the master. Oh shit.
All right, who's coming up now? We got pumpkin and watermelon. Pumpkin and watermelon. You want to do it? All right, come on. And Rice Krispies.
Did I get it? Yeah. You did it.
That's what I want.
Jesus, our own guy Rob, you should have some ham on there for him.
How's your business?
You hit the sign. You hit the sign. All right, who wants to close it off? We got one more rice. Pretend it's a wedding. There you go. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Where you're winding it.
That's a lovely Lori. How are you, baby?
That's equals MMA. If you get it going fast, it'll still go real fast.
I had to watch out that Gallagher.
She wants to know if she can just go down on top of it. If you ever get a chance to be an audience again, pass it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gallagher, give it up for him.